Hi, everybody. It's Sunday. It's time for strength training, building our coping muscles. So, this situation actually happened this morning. So, it's not one I was planning on telling about, but it's so perfect. So, I'm trying to practice the skill of being non judgmental and Teflon mind, letting the thoughts slip right off me and right out of my consciousness onto whatever surface is not around me. So I went to Target early this morning to pick up a couple of things because I had a Zoom session at 10 a.m. So I went very early and went around the store and picked up a couple of things. And one of them was a giant package of toilet paper, which I put on the underneath the basket on the bottom of the cart. And I went about the store and filling my cart with stuff, and I remembered to take it out when it came time to pay for it because I am an honest person. And then when I wheeled my cart out of the store into the parking lot, I have to admit my lease on my car was up. So I picked up my new car yesterday, and I was admiring my new car, which is black. And it just looked so nice. And I opened the rear hatchback, and I was looking at how clean it was compared to the 3-year-old car I dropped off yesterday. And I loaded my groceries into the hatch, and then I wheeled the cart to the cart drop-off section where everyone puts their carts. And I got in my car and I drove home. Then I was unloading my groceries. My building has little carts that the tenants can use. And I realized something didn't seem right. And I'm like, it hit me. I'm like, I forgot the toilet paper. And it was, if I tell you it was one of those mega packages where like 24 rolls equals like 72 rolls. So I just couldn't believe it. And I kind of stood rooted in my spot going, what should I do? I couldn't go back because I had to walk Shelby. And then I had my Zoom session. So I'm like, should I go back after my Zoom session? I'm like, this is New York. I mean, it's not New York City. It's a suburb of New York. But I mean, if you were coming out of Target and you saw this kind of ripe package of toilet paper sitting on the bottom of someone's cart, abandoned, I mean, what would you do? I mean, I didn't even want to look at my receipt to see exactly how much I paid for it because I knew it was going to be a lot. So I went through my Zoom session, which was about an hour, and then I summoned up the nerve to look at the receipt, and it was $28.95 out the window. So I'm beating myself up. You moron. And that's, not the language I told myself. I go, how could you be so forgetful? How could you leave that behind? You just as might as thrown the money out the window. So immediately I said to myself, everyone makes mistakes. It's a good amount of money, but it could have been a lot worse. So I said, stop beating yourself up. You are judging yourself really harshly. What would you say to a friend if someone close to you did that? You would say, hey, it's okay. Be kind to yourself. Like I said, everyone makes mistakes. Use your Teflon mind and let it just slip out. Let the judgment slip away and be mindful. Bring yourself back to the present and be mindful here and now. You can always go get more toilet paper, hopefully, even though we're in the middle of the pandemic. But the shelves weren't stripped bare yet. So, and I do have some. I'm not totally out of this necessity. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to calm down. And as I talk about it, I can feel myself getting a little riled up, but it's cool. So anyway, that's the situation I wanted to share with you. And 2 important skills. One very important skill, be non-judgmental of yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Forgive yourself. Be kind for yourself. Mindfulness, 3 actually. Mindfulness, bring yourself back to the present. And Teflon mind, let stuff slide out of your consciousness, especially judgments, and just kind of let it go. So Be well, be strong. And this is Andrea with Strength Training, Building Your Coping Muscles. Take care, everyone.